And the video gonna be about old Drew Brees, and he got kicked off of NBC Sports because of 1 year. They're hoping that he would catch on and be like a replacement to Chris Collinsworth. And when I say old Drew Brees, usually when I talk about somebody that's made racist remarks or certain things that I find offensive, and he had to explain himself. He went to NBC last year not because to be some color commentator. I think he wanted to run as a congressman, but he got himself caught in a hot jar back in 2020, where when George Floyd got lynched, and then to add the fuel to more fire, he talked about his grandfather in the military in World War II and took a subtle swipe at Colin Kaepernick and things that he said, which was offensive. So this was kind of like a rehabilitation, if you will. And he got with Tony Dungy. I respect Tony Dungy's football knowledge and the way he groomed himself, but Tony Dungy comes off like a sellout. And he did. And Rodney Harrison too. Drew Brees, it's so hard to sit there with a guy like him at the stuff that came out his mouth. And you know that this whole thing with NBC, see, that's how it's called white powder. They'll take somebody and they'll massage their racist ways and kind of condense it. Drew Brees, this was just like an audition to see if we can work with him. But I can tell you, old Breezy got Scott Baio tendencies. I ain't buying it. I ain't feeling it. I ain't with it. But anyway, he's off. He only was there 1 year for NBC commentator. If you can't give Chris Collinsworth a run, you really ain't that good. And Brees was a very good quarterback to great, but he ain't this great quarterback. He was a stat pattern who didn't dominate the way he should have. He got one ring, and no, but considering the way he would stat pad and everything, you think he was more dominant. He wasn't. So yeah, I ain't got over what he said. And this thing NBC gave him a white privilege gig, but whatever. Anyway, he gone from there, and so I just thought I'd do talk about it. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts and comments, and I do respond. Thank you. And you can follow me also on Patreon if you feel so inclined to. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. And the Drew Brees experiment didn't last long, but I don't even know why they hired him. I know Tony Dungy and they're trying to coax him up and say he ain't racist, he ain't that. But they should have gave Colin Kaepernick or somebody a real job or even Cam Newton. But Drew Brees, you know what he's about. I'm out.